Welcome back to another video, and today we are doing the miraculous thing of r/tree law. So I hope y'all enjoy, and let's get into it. Property line tree in Rhode Island. Hey guys, I have a backyard neighbor who I've never met in the 6 years I've lived here in Rhode Island, as said before. We have a tree on the side of our fence. We have never had the land surveyed, so I'm not sure whose fence it is or the exact property line. The neighbor, without our permission, had a landscaper cut the tree essentially in half along a split of the trunk that definitely begins on our side of the yard. I understand they're allowed to trim branches and whatever, and if they fall over their property line, but to what extent? Does the health of the tree come into play as well? The part they removed curved into their yard and back into ours, with the branches and foliage either split about evenly on both sides of the property, who has about a 35% of the total canopy. Okay, so I've read a bunch of these, and my god, that you can sue him for so much money. It is not even funny. Like, you could get probably like 50 grand out of him for that, because it's completely, you'd have to get your property line surveyed, but it is completely illegal, I'm pretty sure, if it's on your property, because he's allowed to trim branches, and the way that I've read it and that I've taken it is that he completely just cut it in half, which, yeah, it's illegal because it's not going to grow back. It's just, it'll take such a long time to grow back that it's not reasonable. So you could actually do something with that. Yes. Anyway, our next post is, crazy home seller wants to take 20 of my trees from my property before selling the house to me. Hey guys, so I need some help with this. Recently my parents purchased a house, and it's got some very nice trees growing nearby, about 20 meters tall, and so some sort of evergreen. However, the sellers want to take 20 of the trees before they sell the house to us. My parents are willing to compromise and let them take the trees, but only if they pay us approximately the amount for each tree they want to take. Can anyone help me figure out how much these trees are worth? I've read all the comments. Thank you so much for the support. I talked to my parents about the issue, and we're in the middle of figuring it out. Or not. We should get in contact with a professional about this. When the contract for selling the house came back, saying that we would not be taking the trees and would still be selling the house, in the contract there was, and never has been, any mentions of letting these people take the trees before the house was sold. So I don't think they legally would be allowed to have taken those trees anyway. Thankfully, this has resolved itself without too much conflict, but I still do wonder, what the hell were they planning to do with the 20-foot tall trees that they were going to take? You got them there, mate. I don't even have a clue. But if they were to take it and it's not in the legal binding contract of your, like, whatever it's called, of your buying agreement, I don't think they can take them legally. So it would be illegal, and you can sue them for a load of money. It's insane how much money trees are worth. Like, you're saying those are 20-foot tall evergreens? Oh, you'd get, I'm gonna take a guess. It's a wild guess, but it's like probably 200 grand for 20 maybe. Now, I might very much be wrong, and that might be much higher, but I don't know. Anyway, our next post is a bunch of text messages, so this should be interesting to read. Neighbor broke into my yard and stole a 20-foot tree. I had to swing hanging from it. The swing was left on the ground. Did you cut my tree down, Fred? Yes, I did. Unfortunately, rats were using it as a ramp to my roof. Probably should have asked first. Sorry. The police are going to want to talk to you. I'll give them your phone number. Did I break the law? Can you send me the name of your phone number and name and phone number of the guy who did the cutting down of the tree? Now, why would I do that? Yeah. We would like to have the tree there. Can you offer or to buy one and have it installed there? Maybe this can be resolved. No, and in the future, don't be planting anything that overhangs my roof. Hey, spoiler alert, it didn't hang over your roof, and I don't care if it hung over your roof, even if it did. It's still not legal, and OP should sue him for so much money, because apparently it was like 20 feet tall or whatever. Yeah, 20 feet tall. Sue him. Sue him, sue him, sue him, sue him, sue him for so much money. It is not even funny, because 20-foot tall trees grow in like 10 years, so you can get 10 years, maybe like 30 years or more like it. But, yeah. Anyway, next post is, I went against my own client because I cared more about the damn tree. I drew up some plans for someone who wanted a 20-bedroom extension to a hotel, which would mean chopping down the biggest oak tree I've ever seen. He told me at our first meeting that the tree will be gone soon. After I said the council won't allow it, he actually laughed and said, I'll drill holes in the ground around the tree and pour petrol down them and have the tree report carried out. So it would come back saying that the trees were basically going to die. I charged him a very small fee to the plans, so I knew I'd have a good chance of getting the job, and I did. I drew up his plans, submitted them to the council, and told them about his petrol plans. The plans were refused, and the tree still remains to this day. Wow, and the tree is 1 decade 0. Yay, the tree survived. Happiness. But yeah, if that tree were to have been cut down, that could have been so much worse for him than I think he actually realized, because, my lord, that would be, like, if it's the way she I don't know if it's a she, but if it's the way the person described, if it was the biggest oak tree she's ever seen, that's gotta be a really, really large oak tree. Like, my god. I would have... Okay, I'm glad she didn't cut the tree down, or the person didn't cut the tree down, but if he had, well, I don't know, it could have been good money for you, I'm not gonna lie. Plus the, like, planning fees or whatever you got. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. That was r/treelaw, and I had fun, so I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.
I saw an old man get hit by a train. He didn't see it in the pouring rain.